Hello, welcome back. It's been a while. I'm gonna have a sip of tea before I start. Good stuff. Do you want to be a stylist? Well, let me tell you. I will tell you because I will. I'm gonna tell you the reality of being an emerging stylist, especially when you don't live in both Europe or America. So, yeah. So, I'm guessing. Oh, I'm guessing you love fashion, you love archival stuff, you love McQueen, you love the Westwood, you love the Ricks, you love the Kawakubo Junior Watanabe, Issey Miyake, Comme des Garçons, etc., etc. And do you enjoy dressing people? Do you like judging red carpet looks? Because I do. And most importantly, do you want to be a stylist? And an editorial? Celebrity? Well, let me tell you, hon. It's not that easy. Yup. It's not that easy. Like, the idea of you running around like Andy and Emily from Devil's Wear Prada, looking cunt and chic, just like carrying big bags. Remove that shit. It's not like that. It's horrible. Been there, done that. But yeah, I'm here to de-influence you from becoming a stylist, but also gives you tips and tricks from what I've learned, because you never know. To each to their own. You might be watching this and like, you know what? It doesn't sound so bad. Then go for it. But I'm just letting you know, giving you the precaution before you start it. So, and let me break it down to you as a struggling emerging artist, again, who doesn't live in a big city like in Europe or in America. So, here are some of my thoughts. Oh, also, a bit of anecdote. When I was on a date with someone, I was sitting next to this like couple. I don't know if they're couple or if they're like doing an interview, but the person sitting next to me was a head stylist, and they were going through it. Like, they were like, "Oh my god, it's so hard being stylist. Like, I do so much work and get paid so little." So keep that, hold that thoughts, okay? So why is it hard? First, it doesn't pay well or at all. Fashion is brutal, especially when you're starting out. Most gigs that you're doing are unpaid or labeled as collaborative, but I guess it's good to build your portfolio, but at the same time, is it really worth it in this economy? Like, at some point, I personally realized, like, running around the city, like picking garments from like another suburbs and like catching the train with big bags. The idea is good, but when you actually do it, it's actually really hard. Like, the train, imagine like the train is so packed and you had like two massive bags on both sides of your arm, and then you had your obviously your normal bag, and sometimes you even have like garment bag that you have to hold on to. It's not glamorous, it's not cunt. I mean, like, at the time, like, I'd be like, oh my god, yes, like, I'll be taking photos, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm here for it, but it's not worth it. Like, running, and then also sometimes you even have to buy your own thing. Like, for example, the models doesn't have the item, and you have to buy, say, like like tights or like innerwear from your own pocket money, and you're not even sure if they're going to reimburse you. Yeah, think about that carefully. Like, your money, my bank account, and I'm broke to begin with, so it's even harder. But unless you genuinely love them and you don't mind it, if you have the privilege of being able to do all of that, then go for it. But again, think it through. It doesn't pay well or at all. Number two, it's emotionally so draining. Unless you really love it. I mean, I love fashion. Love fashion. Oh my god, that's so whack, but I do love fashion. Like, I love fashion since I was a kid. But the job gets really tiring and emotionally drained. I have my notes, by the way, so pardon me if I'm like staring at them. Like, when you're a new stylist, it's like you're stuck in like some sort of, I want to say hamster wheel, because Ferris wheel, I don't know, but you're doing the most, And like you're doing all of this and you think about it sometimes. I'm like, who am I even really doing this for? Like for myself? To live my childhood dream of running around, carrying bags, wearing Chanel? I don't know. I don't know. And it's so emotionally draining because people just assume you put on clothes on people. It's like, oh, cute stuff, it's easy. Again, it's not easy. It's way more than that. You're stressing over the fit, the sizing, backup option, whether the client or photographer is into it, and if the outfit that you chose match the vibe, and like million other things. It gets to a point when your camera roll is just full of like 90% clothes and like fittings pics. I mean, at the time, like you'll be like, okay, that's kind of like cool, like it's so like Tumblr, like so Sky Ferreira, Petra Collins, whatever. I'm just naming names, but it's not just your gallery that's filled with clothes. Your brain, like you're lying in bed at 3 a.m. wondering, and I'm saying this from my experience. I'd be like, do I need to bring a knee-high socks? Does the model have this? Will the photographer like it? Like, again, a lot of mental game. It's a lot, quite a lot, sadly. And also, the third and last for now, it's a competitive world out there. Like, this goes without saying, we all know fashion is competitive. It's brutally competitive, if anything. And for people like me, I don't have the privilege of flying to Europe every summer to sit or like stand at Fashion Week or like live my New York City life or having like an inside connection with like big fashion house. No, I don't. I got none of that. So I'm just here in like my room, like my town. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. It's still a fashion. They say it's a fashion capital, and I agree. But I'm surrounded by people who have that access of like flying around. They get to travel, watch Rick, and like come shows in Paris, and like come back and work at vintage stores that will judge you when you go in. They'll be like, yeah. And obviously, when they work at vintage store, they probably do some sort of styling or like creative works, unpaid. Oh, I don't know, maybe paid, but most of the people that I know are unpaid. So, and they're all usually carry the same city bag. I mean, even when you know your vision is different, getting out there is like whole another battle. Cause I'm talking about you're fighting with people that have like the right connection and people who's been working in the industry for years, have like a massive portfolio of working with big names. And what do you have to show? Unless if you're lucky and get like scouted. But what are the odds? What are the chances? So yeah. And what can you bring to the table? Exactly. What can you bring? But yeah, it's a tough world out there. But to each to their own, as I like to say. So now I'm gonna give you tips for surviving the stylist grind. Disclaimer: I'm not a professional. I just started doing this, like seriously, for about a year now. So I'm still learning as well. But this is what I've picked up so far, and what I would like to tell other emerging stylists who just started. But yeah, number one is write a contract, whether it's paid or collaborative. Get the expectation in writing. Clearly outline what your role includes and what compensation or credit you're getting in return. Because at the end of the day, it's to protect your time and energy of doing all of these emotionally drained jobs that probably doesn't pay you well. So just letting it out there. And don't be a pushover. Like, if you're doing it for free, don't kill yourself, because I've done it. Like, I was dying in bed and I was like, well, but I have my styling gig tomorrow. Bitch, it's unpaid. It's unpaid. It's not that serious. It's never that serious, mama. Let me tell you that. And again, like, know your limit. Be professional. Don't be like, oh, I guess I can do it. No, you can't. It's unpaid. Again, it's unpaid. Like, in this economy, like, be fucking for real. Like, don't be like, yeah, I guess I can do that. No, you can't. Don't give the effort if it's unpaid. Keep that. That's like my 2 cents, if that's the word that I'm after. Like, if it's unpaid, I guess like work ethics, like, oh, but I like work ethics, like if I work well, they might hire me. That's what I said. Have I got hired? Have I been hired yet? Let me ask the audience. No, I have. No. Yep. But, and then, what else did I write? Choose the project wisely. Like, the passion is real, but so is the struggle. Protect your peace. You don't need to say yes to everything. And always make time for yourself to really think. And I quote, is this the lifestyle for you? Maybe it's something that works better as a fun side hobby or a side little quest. I mean, you could still be involved in fashion. There's like so many well-paid jobs in the fashion industry or creative, or like not even fashion, just creative. But again, it's your choice. And am I working other jobs while doing styling? Yes, because again, styling job is not stable unless you're up there. But yeah. But also, like, if you don't push yourself too hard, you won't get burned out and get to keep that love for fashion alive. But yeah, that is some of the things I would like to mention for you if you're considering to become a stylist, because it's depressing. But yeah, see you in the next one. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments, because I'm really curious. And again, disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm just saying my train of thoughts in the morning when I'm literally like half an hour ago. I'm like, Okay, so bye.